What is up, everyone? So today we only have like 2 hours to film a vlog. We just dropped the new drop. All right, we have 3 new t-shirts. It's going crazy. It'll probably be sold out by the time this video is live. All I can say is I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so hyped you guys like these tees. We're trying to get as much done as we can. We also have to do a podcast tonight for the Patreons, and tonight we're doing a special guest, my good friend Brian Hona. He has a lot to do with the whole story. You guys have heard us mention about him in the past. Well, I'm excited to get that on the podcast. So of course, hop below to the Patreon if you want to see the Patreon exclusive podcast. So we got 2 hours. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna get some more stuff done on the Chaser. I know we've been kind of just like banging out build videos, but I really want to get this car done so we can properly enjoy it. So let's get to it. So as you guys know, I'm trying to document as much of the swap as I can that's very specific to the swap, because I know it's gonna be done countless times throughout the next whatever. So right now, this is a very Chaser issue, and I want to show you guys my solution for the guys that are gonna try this later on. When it comes to the Chasers, the fuel system's a little funky. So instead of having just like 2 barb fitting on the frame rails, the feed and return like you usually get, the feed is this crazy line, right? We have this like inverted flare fitting right here that goes to a banjo fitting that trying to adapt this to a dash 6 is not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
You could probably find this fitting online to a whatever, but instead of doing that, I already had a stainless steel dash 6 fitting laying around. And what we're going to do is we're going to lop this off right here because we need this. This is the chassis side, and we're going to weld a dash 6 on just like that.
How are you going to do that?
Every time we come here and we don't film this car, everyone hounds me about it. All right, Volvo wagon, right? You don't see these on the channel too often.
Right.
This thing's pretty crazy. Bring the whole goddamn fam up to the Everglades.
Chevy Chase.
Come here. It's got one of these things shoved in there. Big ol' LS with twin turb skis, or is it single? Single turb skis.
So Spoon.
Take that off. Show them a little taste of it. That's my buddy Dre's car. I don't know what their plan for this thing is, but I think they're just trying to have a good time.
Trying to have a good time.
Just wants the hoon.
He just wants the hoon?
Just wants the hoon.
The spoon works here.
See him.
You see him? Right here, look at this thing. Crazy. Here's your Volvo content of the year.
I saw somebody mention something about Volvo. You like Volvos?
The right Volvo.
The right Volvo?
I've been in a lot of bad Volvos. Put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But all right, spoon. I tried to prep it so you could just do the spoon thing and weld it there. That'll do. All right, well that cools down. I gotta show this car because this thing's super cool. First off, like I feel like over the years, Integras keep growing on me more and more and more. But the best part about this is not only is it a K-Series, which fits in here really well. Usually the hoods fit crazy and they look big in there. Integra's got a lot of room. Usually when you put K-Series in like EGs and stuff, they look huge in there, but that looks small. All right, best part about this is, if you guys didn't see the B-roll, this thing's all-wheel drive. And I don't know if you could see the little, there you go, there's that transfer case right there. Yeah, an all-wheel drive Turbo K-Series Integra. Kind of sounds like the right recipe to me, right?
Street car.
Street car, what classifies as a street car? Registration? So, if you guys, a couple of you guys are probably watching this and you guys know exactly which car this is. So, what did Aki name this?
Exhibit K.
Exhibit K. So if you guys don't know Aki and Trappy, KG Garage or Keep Gunning Garage. They have a channel. They post very avidly too. Great detail, amazing learning experience, and no one touches their Honda game.
Extremely informative.
Extremely informative.
Show you every bit of building any car.
And they're probably the funniest I've ever met in my entire life.
G-Unit cereal.
So guys, please do me the favor and check out their YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description and just give it a shot. You'll probably love it and you'll be thanking me. So
Next.
me next? I know, me next for sure. In an Integra though. All right, hold on while I have everyone. Is it sus to call an Integra a Teggy?
No.
No?
I've always heard that, like growing up, people calling them Teggies.
I see them as Teggies, but some people think it's sus. Let me know in the comments, sus or not.
What's the big deal?
Would Aki call it a Teggy?
Probably. I've never heard anybody say anything sus about calling it a Teggy.
Yeah, I've never heard.
Trappy would call it a Teggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teggy.
Exhibit K. Cannot wait to see more of this. So, someone definitely has to make this. I just couldn't find the link. So if anyone does have a link to this, put it in the description so I can pin it for the guys out there that just want to save some time. So now we have JZX chassis 2-6, just like that, right? So we're gonna throw this in, and all we have to do is go from here to the feet of the rail, and that's it. Easy peasy. The filter is in the rear, so
That's pretty sweet.
it's very sweet.
If you got a TIG welder, you could do it.
Or homies. Just being covered in gas together. It's just
three deep.
It's just dripping gas, enough just to piss you off.
Just annoying amount is not even
Just
like...
before you swap your car, take a road trip. Get that tank empty. We're just all switching turns of just being covered in gas.
3 deep.
But every time we swap an engine, it's got a full fucking tank in it. This thing holds a lot of gas. The thing holds like 18 gallons. Fuck. She tight?
I think.
Like gym tight or tight?
I mean,
What's the difference? Gym tight. So deep.
Is gym tight.
It's a thing.
Gym tight is
Yeah, that looks gym
no
tight.
Loctite needed and ain't coming up.
Oh, that was great.
So of course, guys, got to show it. We have the Link ethanol content sensor, so we can put this thing on E85 and pump gas. We can switch back and forth, right? So that's ideal. Hop below, shop to all Link products. They're there.
Always.
Got this fancy little setup, regulator to line on chassis. Easy.
Nice.
So our lines are now made up, right? Easy peas. All we have to do is put a new fuel filter in the back because it's actually in the back, which is really nice.
In the back?
It's the one last thing we gotta clutter the bay with. But since we only have like 45 more minutes to spare today, we're gonna install the engine harness. And I know that sounds pretty ass backwards, but we have a full wiring specialties harness, and these things are as plug and play as it absolutely gets.
So you could do it in 40, less than
You
45
can do it in like 20 minutes, come on.
bars.
And even this thing, this is a big harness. So I'm already gonna say it. They don't make this harness yet. This was custom made for me, and if you hit them up,
You're gonna stress them out.
you're gonna stress them out. So we're trying to make this happen, but it's not gonna probably be for a while, so don't even send them an email about it. I'm sorry guys. I just wanna like put it out there, but they make swap harnesses for literally almost everything else. So check it out. You can put any engine you damn want, an E36, E46, S chassis, blah, blah. They make it. You guys know who wiring specialties is. We talk about all the time. They sell ECUs, they sell electronics, they sell anything you need. So please, this is a big moment because I get this DM probably twice a week. Discount code Jimmy O, 10% off everything.
Flash
we
it
sell.
big across the screen.
Bah,
Bang,
bah,
bang,
bah,
bang,
bah.
bang. You gotta let it all.
Jimmy O. We always do it, right? I begged them for this discount code for you guys because they never do discount codes, but they do it for me, which is fantastic.
They're the CT homies too.
The CT homies, they let me share the savings onto you guys. It's a big deal because a lot of people ask for this. So if you've been putting off buying a harness, now is the time. We have 2 weeks, this will be live. Don't sleep, get your finances in check. Buy that harness you've been putting off.
Get that.
10% off. Okay, promo over. Now it's time to get the product.
You
going.
went crazy.
You went crazy.
They pay you? How much they pay you?
I get asked a lot for this promo code.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
this is a full plug and play harness for the Chaser for all my spec list, right? Boom. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. Well, I sent them my old engine harness from my old Chaser, which should be the same as this. And they kind of like took it apart, took all the information they did, and made me a harness. So I believe this is
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yo, y'all crazy.
No, we got this. What's in the big box then? Hold up. Oh, they sent me my harness back.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice
that's
guys.
great.
Good
Oh.
guys.
My homie needed this. Did Loopy just bite you?
I'm messing with him a little bit, but he snapped me.
He got him good.
Check it out, right? This is my whole engine harness for my Chaser with all my special parts here. As you guys know, wiring specialties, they make beautiful harness, beautiful connectors, beautiful loom. Everything's labeled. Steve, come here. Come here. Everything is labeled. You don't gotta think. Everyone hates wiring. No one wants
Coil
to.
4.
No one wants to think. Watch, even Steve. Steve can install this. Hey, Steve, where does this get installed to?
Flex fuel.
Flex fuel sensor.
Steve could do it.
Steve could do it. So, I mean, it looks very intimidating. It always does. But once you start plugging things in one by one, you're done, right?
Start getting a flow going. Start getting a
flow.
pump.
Start getting a good pump going.
That thing would be in there in no time.
So, right, check this out. So I had this thing. What's up, Loopy? Get that out of your mouth, buddy.
Little bubble wrap.
Oh, as you guys know, I have LS coils. I added some pressure sensors. We added flex fuel. We added a wideband sensor. I had this pin for Link Fury, of course. Link products, Southwest Chapter, bad promo right now. And they did everything for me, right? We got the plugs for the Link. Fine. Loopy, get this out of your mouth.
Loop.
And this
Get out of here.
plugs directly into the JZX 100 with some extra bits if I ever want to wire anything in there in the future. And they also have a new fan controller kit, which is super dope. They just sent this here. Because making fan controls is a huge pain in the ass. You have these two big ass relays, you can put any damn fan you want on there, and they make it easy. They give you a power and a ground, and then a fan trigger. That's all you need. Hate making these. Shout out to the boys. So we haven't decided if we're going E-fan or not yet, but they just made my life real easy with that thing. So they give you some module connectors, just in case we want to add stuff. They give me a little connector for a can, if I want to add a can gauge or something, which we're probably gonna. And then these are all the extra IOs that we're not using in the ECU. So they give me a plug, so if I want to plug into them and add other sensors, I can.
Got that. Seems like they got it all covered.
They got it all figured out, right? They made it nice and long, because as you guys remember, the engine harness has to go all the way to the center console, right? They think of these things. They're smart guys down there.
Done this before?
They've done this before. So we're gonna take this, that looks quite overwhelming. We're just gonna put it right there.
Dr. Octopus.
So we're gonna get this thing, I'm just gonna shove it in here. As you guys can tell, I'm a little excited. Very enthusiastic. This is a big, like, usually wiring is like a giant piece of engine swaps, right?
Yeah.
For someone to just literally ship you a box and you could just open it and plug everything in without even thinking about it,
Yeah.
it's huge, right?
Seems like the daunting task of engine swaps.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just
Almost a bunch
tedious
of
and
shit.
like, it saves so much time. And time's money, right?
Yeah.
Hona, can you guide it through for me, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to lend a hand?
I mean, honestly, with this simple kit from Wiring Specialty, all we do is have to feed it through. You're good. Look at this loom. This is nice. This is nice.
So what's nice too is a lot of this is module, right? So look at this. We have this big plug right here, Steve.
Yep.
We can unplug it real quick. Don't watch me do it with a flathead. They're gonna scream at me.
I love that. I'm just keeping this motherfucker rolling.
We pull this out and look at, we have a coil harness, right?
Yep.
So these are done obviously for the GM coils. Everyone knows what that plug looks like, even Steve knows.
Steve knows.
And if we wanted to change the coil setup later on for some odd reason, we just replace this piece right here.
Nice.
Easy. We could even put this off to the side so it makes it a little less daunting. Now I feel guilty like flaunting this in front of you guys because I know they don't sell this particular harness, but what they do sell is a universal JZ standalone harness, right? So what it is, it's everything you see from the Firewall forward, but instead of it pinning right into the factory JZ plug, it's basically just flying leads, right? Power, ground, the signal wires, all that, which with minimal wiring knowledge, you could actually do yourself, right? You could pin it in yourself. So if you want to go up for that plan, very possible. That's very plausible, and they have those on the shelf.
Sure.
So
I don't think you should feel guilty though, because you're doing it first so that everybody else can have one later. So you kind of the martyr for the cause.
when you're installing an engine harness, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth, right? Because you're gonna want to just start plugging stuff in, and then you'll realize there's better routes of routing it, ways of routing it. So that's what we're gonna do. So you know what? Instead of me talking anymore, let's time lapse it.
Time lapse it.
– 17 minutes was the time lapse.
17.5?
17 minutes, yeah. Not bad. If I did it again, it'd probably take me 3 minutes, but I couldn't, like I was looking at it, I was like, how the hell does this thing go? But everything goes underneath the intake and through. It's like this, and I knew that.
Wait, which direction? Let me follow.
It's like over. That's how it goes. I tried to like go over, and it wasn't a thing. So it is all ran. Everything's plugged in. The only thing is the VVTi solenoid's broken. Have one coming in. Happens all the time because you push on them and they break.
Yeah.
I got a wire in the boost controller because they just give you the 2 wires because Mac valves just come bare wire like that.
Okay.
And then besides that, I just got to zip tie everything out of the way underneath, and we're good to go. But I'm gonna wait until we get the power steering lines, everything done to do that. But at this point, we got to plug the ECU in, put fluids in it, write a base map, and it should.
No way.
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
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 I mean, obviously we got to get a fan in here. What else? I still have to put a clutch pedal on the damn thing. There's no clutch pedal in here.
No big deal.
No biggie. That's pretty easy. And finish the rest of the exhaust, but it's close, dude. It's crazy. We have some man hours, but it's close. Oh, you know what? I got to run a power wire from here to the starter. That's about it. So easy. Crazy.
Nice. Not too far.
Not too far. Dude, they make it so easy. Wiring Specialties, 10% off everything on their website. Jimmy-O, this is for you guys. Might sound like a promo, but no, this is to help you guys. So, all right, that's it. That's all we have for today.
Nice work.
Good progress. So hopefully next time you guys see us, maybe we'll try and start it. It's a Jay-Z, dude. These things just work. I'm not gonna jinx myself, but these things, like, you could, like I said it before, if you want to start tuning, find a Jay-Z, because you could throw bullshit numbers at these things and they just run. So it's cool. It's really freaking cool. All right, it's time to hop into the podcast, and I got a couple things to tidy up here for tonight. But besides that, we made good progress. She's almost there. Well, she's almost ready to run for the first time, and that is super exciting. So hopefully next video you guys will be seeing that, and then it's back to showing the S15 some love because we got some parts coming in. So for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys very shortly.